November 28, 2023. Some are wondering and even asking what happened to the NFNC Sports Sunday Rap session. Well, here's what happened. On November 9th, 2023, my son and fellow football enthusiast passed away. It was a devastating blow to the family, but we all managed to gather to say our final goodbyes at the celebration of life ceremony on November 17th. Isaac, aka Pooh, aka Big Truck Driver, was my motivating factor for paying attention to the NFL, and the sole reason I participated in Isaac's Dandy League, a Yahoo Fantasy Football League that Isaac spearheaded several years ago. I could not bring myself to look at the stats or wins and losses in the league, as the last conversation Pooh and I had was about the league and his chances of winning it all. Ironically, this morning, I woke up to the news that I had defeated Pooh's Big Truck Driver team in the last battle we'll have together in Week 12's game last week. I won the game, but Pooh's team, Big Truck Driver, is ranked number 3, and I'm ranked number 4. Jeff, Pooh's longtime friend, mentioned during the homegoing that Pooh was extremely competitive and was always eager to bet on any and everything. As it turned out, Pooh is still winning, at least beating me and 7 other league members. That was his way. Win big and never look back. Pooh was All-American high jump winner in high school, minor league defensive back football player with the San Antonio Rush team, a founding member of the motorcycle club Independent Riders, and a fisherman. He was all of that and good at all of that with one leg, as one of his legs were amputated as a toddler due to a birth defect. Pooh was an example to many. Never quit and never say never. Many were amazed at Pooh's ability to do things men with 2 legs cannot do, including driving a standard stick shift car and even cutting grass behind a push lawnmower. He was strong and powerful, both spiritually and physically. He's resting in power now. He will always hold a special place in my heart. This episode of News Sports, brought to you by News Facts and Comments, is dedicated to Isaac Singleton Jr. May he rest in power. My favorite son and my friend. Moment of silence. I will do my best to move on in the sports arena, to continue to bring the followers of News Facts and Comments and followers of NFL football in all the sports. I will do my best to continue to bring you the news and updates in our quest to achieve Black excellence. So, in other sports news, Deion Sanders and the Colorado Buffalo season is over. They lost their final game, but they battled until the end. Coach Prime is already moving on and counts this season as a victory as his team did better than last year's team, and coach is looking to the transfer portal and fresh new recruits to complete his quest to form a team that can compete in the big leagues. Here's what Coach Prime had to say after his team lost this past Saturday. He says, "They won. If you were here a year ago and you saw kind of what we came into the spring, they won. They won. Maybe not on the scoreboard week in and week out, but they won. And we got to build off the things that they've been tremendously successful in." Shiloh and Shedeur Sanders are expected to be the leaders next year with their father, as they will not enter the NFL draft in 2024, but won't enter the draft until 2025. Now on to a positive note. We have Black excellence in the hunt for what? The Heisman Trophy. The Heisman conversation. Where does LSU quarterback Jayden Daniels stand? So this is my highlight pick of the week. Jayden Daniels finished his season with an impressive win over the Texas Aggies on Saturday, defeating the Texas Aggies 42-30. Jayden's stats speak for themselves and should be considered a strong contender for the Heisman Trophy. Here's what Daniels had to say after his final game of the season. "It's meant a lot to me," Daniels said, "to come here last year and trust the unknown. I didn't know what I was going to get myself into. Now, playing my last game here, I really haven't sat down and embraced what I went through, but I try to embrace every little moment. Just the people I've met, the relationships I've built on, and off the field, in and off the field. That's what means the most to me." So for all of you who do not know, yes, Mr. Daniels is in contention for the Heisman Trophy. It's a two-man race between Oregon quarterback Bo Nix and Daniels as crunch time begins in the Heisman conversation. So where does LSU fit in all of this? So DraftKings Sportsbook have him plus 130 to Nix negative 160. Caesar Sportsbook have him plus 125 to Nix negative 160. One football enthusiast wrote on Twitter, formerly known as X, says Jayden Daniels cemented his legacy in Baton Rouge and punched his ticket to New York City for the Heisman ceremony. What a year. 3,812 passing yards, 40 passing touchdowns, 1,134 rushing yards, 10 rushing TDs, 4 interceptions, and 50 total touchdowns. What a year. What a year. Jayden went on to say, "It's meant a lot to me. It's meant a lot to me." He also said that I set a standard for myself and expect other guys to meet the standard, and they've met it all year long. I'm just happy to go out there and play with these guys. LSU head coach Brian Kelly chimed in on the Heisman Trophy race in his thoughts on Daniels. "This is against a top 10 defense in the country," meaning the Texas Aggies. "I think their defensive line is outstanding." And he had 4 touchdown passes, Kelly said. "You score 42 points against this defense, it sure can't help, it sure in the heck can't hurt you. They running the way that he did, or he running the way that he did, I think he just strengthened his case for the Heisman trophy. So that's what his coach had to say, Brian Kelly. Shouts out to LSU, and more importantly, we're going to wish Jayden Daniels all the luck. Hopefully he comes away out of New York City with the Heisman Trophy. That would be a big up for the state of Louisiana, as you know, they're stunt football players, enthusiasts such as myself, coming out of Louisiana, New Orleans Saints. You know, my heart is a Saint sign. So congratulations to Jayden Daniels for being my highlight pick of the week. As for me, a Coty, I will do my best to continue to bring you all the sports updates as the months and years goes on, as the Most High will allow me. I will do my best to keep reporting on Black excellence in the sporting arena in honor of a legend and my friend and my favorite son, Isaac Pooh Singleton Jr. Rest in power.